my next few projects have to be powered, and they're only small little devices, so I thought obviously batteries are the way to go. I don't really know about batteries, so I went Googling and found out 18650 cells are the most appropriate for what I need. My God, cat, where are you? Stop it. Anyway, so I went on eBay obviously and thought, this is where I'm gonna get my batteries from. Ordered some from China. They're gonna be fake, they're way too big. Anyway, so I thought, how the fuck else are we gonna get these batteries? Apparently they're in laptop batteries and cordless tool batteries and stuff like that. So I straight away went on Facebook, searched my local area. I live in Brisbane, Australia. Brisbane laptop repairs. I found like 20 or so laptop repair places, and I messaged them all and said, you know, do you have any laptop, like faulty or broken laptop batteries laying around the shop that are just collecting dust? A couple of guys said no, they don't have any. One guy said, yeah, I have some. So I went over and collected them. So we have a few laptop batteries. We had a few more than that yesterday as well. I broke open about 10 of them, extracted some batteries which are down here in these things. I've separated them up based on their voltage. So basically what I would suggest is do exactly that. Message people in your local area, laptop repair places, and not only laptop repair places, but power tool repair places. I found that a lot of power tool repair places around my area don't actually have Facebook pages. So if you know of any like small hardware places that sell power tools and also repair them, you're probably a good idea to actually just go in there and be like, hey guys, do you have any old battery packs that you don't use or that I can take off your hands? Because in some places it actually costs them to recycle them. So you might be doing them a favor and they're doing you a big favor. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for a lot of people. So I showed you all my batteries. These are the batteries that I got out yesterday. These are the 3+ volt ones, not too many of them. We've got the 0 to 2 volt, and I'm pretty sure these are all going to be buggered, but there's two rows there, so like one stacked on top of another. We've got the 2 to 3 volt ones, which should be recoverable. Yeah, I'm not too sure about the 1 to 2 volt ones. We might be able to recover them, but I'm not too sure. Some of these are ridiculously old. Like when I took this one out of the pack, the outside skin literally just peeled off, which is actually quite a bad thing, because if this is actually a good cell, which it's not because it's 0 to 2 volts, but if it was a good cell, it's a bad thing, because this is the positive right here, right? That tip bit, that's the negative. The whole outside is the negative. Look, it's connected. It's electrically connected. So that little pin is the positive, but everything else metal there is negative. So if that shorts out just across there, then you're in trouble. So that cell, even if it was good, would most likely not be getting used for anything. So let's have a crack at actually breaking one of these cells open. Oh gosh. There's so many, and like some of them are much easier to open than others, that's for sure. You get these bloody Chinesium ones which like, they just feel cheapy and you can twist them and they just crack, but then you get the good ones and it's the really solid plastic, and it's, man, it's a pain. Don't know why I'm doing that, but these are the tools that I use. So, some of the tools, that basically just random shit. Some screwdrivers to pry open things. We've got these little crimpy things. Just use these to really bite on and break stuff. If I needed to hold like a big bit, I was using these, but I only used this a couple of times. I use these little electrical grabbies. These little electrical cutties. And basically the first thing I'd do was get it and I would like either hit it with a hammer to try and break a bit of the plastic, but I was a little bit sketchy doing that. Don't really want to, you know, hit a LiPo battery with a hammer. So what I was doing was getting a screwdriver, and the first place that I would go would be this thing, right? You see this area? The little connection area? You'd get to the top of that, and that's usually the weakest point in the battery. So you just get like that and just twist it. Work your way along, twist it. Just keep moving whenever you hear a crack, just move along. Don't go too much in one spot, otherwise you might break the plastic and it just makes everything hard. Move along, twist, move along, twist, move along, twist, twist. All right, we've cracked down the edge. Let's try to get around the back here. Twist, twist. Fucking bite my finger, you asshole. So, back to the other side. Let's give it a bit of a fucking twist. All right, we might be able to pull it off now. These things are much harder than, oh God, this was quite an easy one. Look at this. 8 cells. These are Samsung cells. These are good cells, man. Holy shit. So let's just pull these bad boys out. Now you gotta be quite careful. Not of getting electrocuted because you're playing with DC, low voltage DC. But this shit is fucking sharp, man. See these little... Yeah. These things? These little bits here are like razor. So you gotta be extremely careful. What I was doing was getting these flat bits, right? These flat pliers. And then with these bits, I would just grab like that and then just roll. You roll it and it just peels right off, like every time. And you find certain batteries, they're joined very, very poorly, and some are very good. So the spot welding on some batteries is kind of subpar, like very subpar, especially with the Chinesium batteries. You can just like pull it off by hand, and then you see on the bottom and the little spot weld marks are not even there. So some batteries aren't even really welded together. But that's basically how you break open the battery and how you get the battery in the first place. So recap. Facebook message people in your local area. Brisbane laptop repairs. I found a lot and one of them pulled through and I actually got a lot of batteries. So you could also go to power tool repair places, and I didn't do that, but I'm sure that you would be able to get batteries doing that. So go find a local hardware, like cordless power tool repair guy or cordless power tool shop. I know they're everywhere, right? The good thing about that is if people are going to be repairing their power tools, they're most likely going to be good power tools. Not like shitty brand power tools, because they're just going to go out and buy a new one, right? If someone's going to pay someone to fix a tool, it's going to be a good name brand tool. Therefore, it's going to have most likely good name brand cells like Samsung or good cells. Definitely an option I would look at doing in future if I run out of batteries and can't find any other means of getting them. Power tools, man, power tools. Yeah, also, one last tip. This like little brass wire is a bit of a pain in the ass, but this paint is like a paint peeler thing. This was amazing for getting battery packs out. Like if you don't want to get in there with like a metal one where you're gonna scratch the insulation off the outside of the batteries, but this plastic, you could like, if this was stuck into the pack itself, you could get it under there and just sort of push it up and just pry it up without breaking all the insulation. So they're the tools you want. You basically want screwdrivers. Probably want one with a small tip to kind of first get in there, and you can open it up, then get one that's a little bit bigger to put in next to it and kind of crack it open a little bit more. These little grabbies were handy as hell to like grab bits and just like, you can get it like that and just sort of just twist and break stuff off. This, sometimes useful, not as much. this amazingly useful for peeling off the spot weld tabs. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a like. Link, are you the main dude? Fuck. 50. Fuck. I'm gonna, fuck. So for the next few, fuck. Alright, so the next few projects I've got in mind, fuck.